The players selected in the second round of the NBA draft usually end up as bench warmers or in the G League, and most of them are out of the NBA in just a few years. However, every once in a while, a team finds a hidden gem in the second round of the draft that becomes a great role player or even an NBA legend. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. And as you can tell from the title, today we are going to be looking at the best second round draft picks since 1980. So, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons and enjoy the video. Number 20. With the 46th pick in the 1986 draft, the Phoenix Suns selected Jeff Hornacek. Throughout his career, he averaged 14.5 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 4.9 assists per game. He had one All-Star appearance in 1992, was an important member of the Utah Jazz team that made the NBA Finals twice, and his jersey was retired by the Utah Jazz. Overall, he had a pretty above-average career, and he definitely exceeded everyone's expectations, but he probably shouldn't have gotten his number retired. Number 19. With the 33rd pick in the 2011 draft, the Sacramento Kings selected Hassan Whiteside. So far in his career, he's averaged 13.8 points and 11.8 rebounds per game, and has made the 2015-16 All-Defensive Second Team. Yeah, I know he doesn't exactly have a lot of accolades, however, he still has a couple more years left in his career, and he can move up a few spots on this list if he can continue to put up consistent numbers. Number 18. With the 35th pick in the 2002 draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers selected Carlos Boozer. Now, some people might disagree with him being on this list, but the man averaged double digits every year in his 13-year career. Not only that, he made the All-Star game in both 2007 and 2008, was a member of the All-Rookie Second Team in 2002, and was a member of the All-NBA Third Team in the 2007-2008 season. If you don't think that's enough to get him a spot on this list, you can at least admit that he has a pretty cool name. Number 17. With the 37th pick in the 1993 draft, the Los Angeles Lakers selected Nick Van Exel. Throughout his 14-year career, he averaged 14.4 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 6.6 assists per game. He made the 1993-94 All-Rookie Second Team and the All-Star Game in 1998. Besides his last season, he also averaged double digits every year of his career, which is pretty impressive. The reason he is on this list is because he was always consistent throughout his whole career. He was never a star player, but he always seemed to make the right decisions when he had the ball in his hands. Number 16. With the 29th pick in the 1990 draft, the Chicago Bulls selected Toni Kukoc. Normally, the 29th pick is in the first round, but only 54 players were chosen in this draft, which is why he was considered to be in the second round. Anyways, Toni averaged a solid 11.6 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 3.7 assists per game, which obviously isn't as much as the players before him. However, the reason he was ranked at 16 is because he was a part of the 1993-94 All-Rookie Second Team and was the 1995-96 Sixth Man of the Year. Oh yeah, and he also helped the Bulls win 3 championships in 1996, 97, and 98, which is a pretty big accomplishment. Number 15. With the 35th pick in the 2008 draft, the Los Angeles Clippers selected DeAndre Jordan, who has unfortunately not won 3 championships yet, but was in the 2017 All-Star Game, the 2014-15 All-Defensive First Team, the 2014-15 All-NBA Third Team, the 2015-16 All-Defensive First Team, the 2015-16 All-NBA First Team, and the 2016-17 All-NBA Third Team. He is nearing the end of his career, and most likely won't move up on this list, but part of the reason that he's on here anyway is because of this dunk.
Here comes Chris Paul. The lob. The jam! Oh, what a monster jam by DeAndre Jordan!
Number 14. With the 40th pick in the 2005 draft, the Golden State Warriors selected Monta Ellis. His only career award was the 2006-07 Most Improved Player, which is very surprising considering that he averaged 17.8 points per game throughout his whole career. In fact, he has the second highest career average ever among players who have never made an All-Star game. You can argue whether he deserves to make this list or not because of how little accolades he has, but his numbers don't lie. Number 13. With the 45th pick in the 2005 draft, The Philadelphia 76ers selected possibly the greatest sixth man of all time, Lou Williams, who averaged 14.5 points per game throughout his whole career, has won the sixth man award 3 times, which is tied for the most ever with Jamal Crawford. He even named his own son Six, and I'm sure you can figure out why. I mean, the past 3 seasons he's averaged 20.4 points per game, which is pretty insane for a sixth man. Number 12. With the 36th pick in the 1989 draft, the Portland Trail Blazers selected Clifford Robinson. Throughout his 18-season career, he averaged 14.9 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 2.2 assists per game. He was also the 1992-93 Sixth Man of the Year and was an All-Star in 1994. The main reason why he is so high on this list is because of his longevity. I mean, he played for 18 seasons. Not many NBA players last that long. Number 11. With the 39th pick in the 2012 draft, the Detroit Pistons selected Khris Middleton. He made the 2019 and 2020 All-Star games and has averaged 16.3 points per game throughout his career. Not only does he continue to improve every year, but this season he became part of the 50-40-90 club, which is a very hard thing to do. He is one of the most efficient players right now, and by the end of his career, he will definitely be top 5 on this list. Number 10. With the 32nd pick in the 1998 draft, the Seattle Supersonics selected Rashard Lewis. He was an All-Star in both 2005 and 2009, and averaged a solid 14.9 points per game throughout his career. He even won a championship with the Miami Heat in 2013. It was one of the last years of his career, so he didn't really contribute much, but a ring is a ring. He played pretty solid basketball throughout his whole career. Well, maybe not solid enough for a 6-year, $118 million contract, but still pretty solid. Not only is he pretty rich, but he also kind of looks like Flight. Number 9. With the 60th pick in the 2011 draft, the Sacramento Kings selected Isaiah Thomas. Standing at only 5'9", Thomas was an All-Star in both 2016 and 2017, was a part of the 2011-12 All-Rookie Second Team, and the 2016-17 All-NBA Second Team. Despite going through many ups and downs throughout his career, he has still managed to average 18.1 points and 5 assists per game. And we can't forget about how he was an MVP candidate in 2017, where he averaged 28.9 points and 5.9 assists per game. It looks like his career is starting to come to an end, but for being the last pick in the draft, I'd say he's done a pretty good job. Number 8. With the 47th pick in the 2006 draft, the Utah Jazz selected Paul Millsap. He is a 4-time All-Star, a member of the 2006-07 All-Rookie Second Team, and a member of the 2015-16 All-Defensive Second Team. Throughout his career, he has averaged 14 points and 7.3 rebounds per game, and is probably one of the better defenders on this list. He may be a bit overpaid now, but don't let that take away from how good he used to be. Not only could he score the ball, but he could play great defense as well, which is why he was always a great asset for his team to have. Number 7. With the 25th pick in the 1986 draft, the Dallas Mavericks selected Mark Price. Throughout his career, he averaged 15.2 points and 6.7 assists per game, and was a 4-time All-Star. He was also a part of the All-NBA third team 3 times, and was a part of the All-NBA first team in the 1992-93 season. The same 4 years he was an All-Star, he was an MVP candidate, and even won the 3-point contest in 1994. And finally, to round his career off, his jersey was retired by the Cleveland Cavaliers in 1999. Unfortunately, he did not win a championship, which is most likely because he spent almost his whole career on the Cavs, who have historically been kind of a bad team. Number 6. With the 31st pick in the 2001 draft, the Golden State Warriors selected Gilbert Arenas. He was the most improved player in the 2002-03 season, was a 3-time All-Star, was a member of the All-NBA third team twice, and was a member of the 2006-07 All-NBA second team. He averaged 20.7 points and 5.3 assists per game throughout his career, and was in the MVP conversation for 2 years. But most people forget about how great of a scorer he was because of this. Number 5. With the 35th pick in the 2012 draft, the Golden State Warriors selected Draymond Green. He's only averaged 9 points, 6.9 rebounds, and 5 assists per game throughout his career, but sometimes the stats don't matter. He was the 2016-17 Defensive Player of the Year, a 3-time All-Star, a member of the All-NBA second and third team, a member of the All-Defensive second team twice, a member of the All-Defensive first team 3 times, and a 3-time NBA champion. He could never really score the ball well, but that doesn't matter, because without his unselfishness and defense, the Warriors would not have won 3 of their championships. Number 4. Anyways, with the 27th pick in the 1986 draft, the Detroit Pistons selected Dennis Rodman. Now, he is not this high on this list because he averaged 7.3 points per game. He is this high on this list because he averaged 13.1 rebounds a game as a 6'7" small forward. And that's not all. He was a 2-time All-Star, a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, a part of the All-NBA third team twice, a part of the 1993-94 All-Defensive second team, and a part of the All-Defensive first team 7 times. He also won the championship 5 times, and his jersey was retired by the Detroit Pistons. And finally, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2011. Not only did he have an insane career, he lives an insane life as well. He claimed to have married himself, had his own TV show, became a professional wrestler, was a cross-dresser, and so many more things. Oh yeah, and he's friends with Kim Jong-un. Number 3. With the 41st pick in the 2014 draft, the Denver Nuggets selected Nikola Jokic. Throughout his career so far, he has averaged 16.9 points, 9.7 rebounds, and 5.4 assists per game. He is one of the best big men in the league right now, and is continuing to get better each year. He is only a 2-time All-Star, a part of the 2015 All-Rookie First Team and the 2018-19 All-NBA First Team. But he is only 25 years old and just entering his prime. If he can continue to do what he does for a couple more years, there is no doubt in my mind that he will end up being number 1 on this list. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. He supposedly has a 6-pack now, which is kinda scary. Number 2. With the 48th pick in the 2007 draft, the Los Angeles Lakers selected Marc Gasol. He is a 3-time All-Star, the 2012-13 Defensive Player of the Year, a member of the 2008-9 All-Rookie Second Team, the 2012-13 All-Defensive Second Team, the 2012-13 All-NBA Second Team, and the 2014-15 All-NBA First Team. Although he isn't quite as good as his brother Pau, he still averaged 14.7 points and 7.6 rebounds per game throughout his career, and won the NBA championship with the Toronto Raptors just last year. His career is coming to an end, as he only averaged 7.6 points per game this season, but I'm sure we can all agree that he has had a great career and deserves his spot on this list. Number 1. With the 57th pick in the 1999 draft, the San Antonio Spurs selected Manu Ginobili. This Spurs legend only averaged 13.3 points per game throughout his career, but he was a 2-time All-Star, the 2007-8 Sixth Man of the Year, a part of the 2002-3 All-Rookie Second Team, a part of the All-NBA Third Team twice, and a 4-time NBA champion. When he finally retired in 2018, his jersey was retired by the Spurs to round off his incredible career. He had a career winning percentage of 72%, which is the best winning percentage in NBA history among players who have played in at least 1,000 games. He is also the Spurs' all-time leader in three-pointers made and steals, and is the only player besides LeBron James with at least 3,000 points and 300 three-pointers in the playoffs. He may not have the stats as most Hall of Famers do, but his impact on the game alone should be enough to get him into the Hall of Fame. So, there we have it, guys. Those are what I believe are the best second-round draft picks since 1980. Obviously, everyone is going to have different opinions, so if you don't agree with my rankings, put it in the comments and I'll check it out. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.